I am not surprised. I am dismayed, though, to hear reports today in The Australian that late this afternoon it has been reported that a boat looks like it's arrived on Australia's shore, an illegal boat. We still don't know a whole lot of detail, but what can you tell us?
Well, this is entirely predictable, as you say, Peter. When Labor gets in, this movie is the same every time. They soften the successful border protection policies of the coalition, they water them down, the boats start again and human tragedy follows. And it appears in this case that a group of men have been identified off the northwest coast of Western Australia in a very remote area who were not supposed to be there, who may have been dropped there by a boat, and the boat appears to have since disappeared. And their identities are still trying to be established. There are some that may be missing that police are looking for right now, and details will emerge, I suspect, in the following days that will give us more rich picture about what happened. But where is the government? Where is the Minister for Home Affairs? Where is Claire O'Neill? Why hasn't she stood up and been honest with the public about what it is that we know and what we don't know? I mean, this government is completely lacking in transparency and competence when it comes to border protection.
Well, we know where the Minister is today. She's gone to ground. So has the Immigration Minister. We had, I guess, calamity yesterday in the media appearances, unable to confirm how many of the detainees, now over 100 released into the community, how many of those are wearing ankle bracelets, how many are monitored. She seemed, Claire O'Neill, to be at odds with comments made by the WA Police Commissioner. And there's a real sense, yes, they were caught napping. Yes, they relied on you and Peter Dutton and others to bolster that legislation through the Parliament. But now that they have the legislation, they don't seem to be even implementing it as safely as they should.
It keeps getting worse and worse and worse on this issue. I mean, yesterday the Minister for Home Affairs, who is responsible for her department, who is responsible for Australian Border Force, said she could not answer, did not know whether or not electronic monitoring, which is supposed to be mandatory, had actually been enforced, and if so, how many people. And she tried to handball to Immigration Minister Giles, who has been in witness protection this week for obvious reasons, and not take responsibility. She's the senior minister in the portfolio. Border protection is her policy responsibility. Community safety falls on her. If she doesn't know or doesn't care to ask, that says something very worrying about this government's attitude to protecting the community from what are serious offenders. And as you say, the numbers keep creeping up every day. And only a few weeks ago, it was only going to be 92. Even before that, it was only going to be 1. And now we're into the hundreds. I mean, how many people does Labor plan to release into the community, and what conditions are going to be imposed on them?
Senator Paterson, thank you for your time. I tell you what, if I listen to my viewers, they want you in the job. You're the only one at the moment who gives them much confidence. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Peter.